All right, guys, I've been running around all day, but I had to record this, had to get this out tonight. I'm running around again tonight, so I'll be hopefully watching this game, but I will be. I'll get this on where I'm at, but I've gotta say, obviously the news is a couple hours old now, but Jason Tatum is out for the Celtics, left knee soreness. So those guys that voted the Sixers in the poll think it's looking pretty good for you. You never know. Jaylen Brown, hell of a guy, hell of an athlete, hell of a player. He's done a lot this year. He's really grown. He's grown over the past 3 or 4 years in terms of his production. Obviously snubbed and Team USA back then, but that he's kind of been fueled by that whole thing. And they've got Derek White. They've got a team. They've got some shooting. They've got some size. Keita is a very good rebound. They've got a team, but this is good news for the for the Sixers. It's bad news for the Celtics. God, put your head on straight, Rob. But yeah, just had to say it's wild. This is an interesting thing. I was talking to somebody who had voted. I believe they voted Sixers, but it was one of the guys who had said that the Knicks would obviously kill whoever they play next, or really get through the next round. And I think I said to them, it's come out. I think it was I believe it was Amon Shumpert or I believe it was Amon. No, it was Danny Green, I believe, who said that if you have a knee injury, you may or a leg injury, you may take that side. And this, I don't know if it's going to recorrect in terms of the post production, but this is my right side. This is where Jason Tatum's knee injury was last year. So you may take that side, and you may take the other side, and you may overcompensate on that leg. So that's probably, I don't know if that's what happened, but the left knee now causing Tatum problems. Danny Green, I believe it was Danny Green, had pointed out that this could become a long-term problem after Game 6. I know he played through it. And I had said, sometimes people play through things and the injury kind of crops up later. You got the adrenaline going, you got all that stuff with the game going, you're flowing. But Tatum's out tonight. Pretty sure everyone that's watching this knows that because you guys are major sports fans. I don't have any kind of casuals here, but Tatum's out. Sixers in good position. Paul George, Joel Embiid. I'm assuming Joel Embiid. I don't think Joel Embiid's out. I'm assuming he's going to play Game 7. Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, the rest, Kelly Oubre, those guys, they're going to have a chance to get through this first round. And as I've said in previous videos, this is setting up good for the Knicks. The Knicks don't get through the second round, I think. Well, if the Celtics win and Tatum comes back, it'll be a tougher series. But the Celtics have shown that they're a little vulnerable, despite what they did in the regular season without and with Tatum. But yeah, I don't know what's up with the Celtics. But with Tatum out, it looks like the Sixers may get through. Maybe we'll throw the poll up again. I don't know. I haven't had much success in getting results on these polls. I had some success on that one. So maybe that's a people pleaser. We'll see if we can get some more answers. I probably will throw up a poll. But yeah, I would like to know if you think the Sixers will get through the Celtics tonight. Game starts in about 10 minutes, maybe probably just about tipped off when I get this out. So Tatum's out tonight. Probably game's already started by the time I get this out. We're about 10 minutes prior to tip off, maybe a little bit more. I know the reported times are generally not the exact times of the tip. And the playoffs, sometimes it happens. It's pretty close. But yeah, I'll be watching. I'll be busy, but I'll be watching. I won't be able to report. Maybe I'll do some, I'm doing casual stuff. So maybe in terms of informal stuff. So maybe I'll do something on my phone. I would hate to do it, but we'll see. Maybe I'll step outside and put something on my phone if the game's really intriguing. But yeah, what do you think? Celtics, Sixers? I should have this out much before the time that the game starts. But yeah, who's going to win? And if you are a New Yorker, which is a lot of my fan base is, or if you have any interest in the Knicks, or you're just an NBA fan who's got interest in what happens down the line, do you think the Knicks can get by whoever they play next, the Celtics or the Sixers? And do you think it'll be the Sixers now? It's an intriguing night. I want to watch. I'll be paying attention pretty closely. I won't have the sound on, but I will be watching. And I do hope to see a good game. And again, I'll say it. I think I've said this before here. I've said it to all my friends. If I were being polled at the beginning of the postseason, I said the Sixers will be 4 or 5. Celtics take them out. So this is just wild. We'll see what happens. Let's see what happens with no Tatum for the Celtics tonight. Can the Sixers get by? Can the Knicks win the East? That's a little bit further down the line. But we'll find out who wins the first round between the Sixers and the Celtics tonight. No Tatum.